What is vacuum forming? Vacuum forming is taking a sheet of plastic, like this sheet of ABS 1/8" plastic, putting it in a frame, lifting that frame up to a heating element, which is that. Yeah, this will all work when I get it going. Heating it up until the plastic gets droopy and then pulling it down over a form. Now, what kind of form? What do I mean by a form? What I mean is I will pull it down over a buck that I made out of MDF. That is my buck. Now what this is an OPS. It's the device that goes on top of an astronaut's backpack in the Apollo era, and this is an exact replica of the shape of that. I want to make some out of ABS plastic, and that's what I'm going to use the vacuum former for. So we'll walk you through the steps. Let's double check that that lifts. Excellent. All right. So once this is up, I turn on the heaters. Now I have 12 heating elements in here, and I can turn on 6 at a time with these 2 switches. I can turn on the odds or the evens. But before I turn any of those on, I want to actually activate the vacuum. The vacuum comes courtesy of these 2 5-gallon air tanks. What I will do is I will use this vacuum pump to evacuate both of these tanks like this. Now it is pulling a vacuum. When it's pulled a vacuum, I turn it off. It's not a full vacuum yet, but this is just to tell the point. Now these are under vacuum, so I will, once this plastic gets hot, pull it over my buck and I'll activate the vacuum. And that will suck the plastic down over the buck, in theory. The first 6 heating elements are a go. So now the ABS is slowly heating above my MDF buck. And I wanted to droop a fair bit. Now I have a problem that if I turn on all of my heaters at once, I'm actually going to blow my fuse. So I can turn them on for about a minute. It will be flexible enough that when I pull it down over the buck and, wait, where is it? Yes, push this frame down around it, I should be able to get a really nice pull of this. Oh, it's doing good. It's doing good. It's getting nice and soft. Let's give it a shot. We're going to give it a shot. Here we go. Turning off the heater, bringing it down on top, bringing this down here, and yes! I think that's quite reasonable. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that is a very reasonable approach. Let's see. Good, good. I'm pretty pleased with that. Even though I put the ABS in upside down, I didn't want the textured side up, but it doesn't really matter. This whole thing's getting covered with a cloth anyway. To manipulate this until I get it out. Yep, here it comes. Come on. Come on. Come on, little doggy. That's it. Ta-da! There we go. First test casting of an Apollo OPS. And that's my large vacuum former. Isn't that cool?